Happy Wine Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to the Swirl Suite. So we've got more interviews from the Black Wine Experience, and they are some of our favorites. We're going to start off with married couple, Dr. Chris Wachira and Chadwick Spell of Wachira Wines, aka Wines of Wakanda. Then we move on to California native Paula Harrell of Harrell Wines. And then lastly, we close our interviews with basketball legend Isaiah Thomas, and he tells us all about his champagne. We hope you guys love this episode because it's definitely one of our favorites. Enjoy.
Hello. It's day 2 of the Black Wine Experience, and we're doing some more interviews, and we have some very special guests.
We're very excited.
Yes.
Hi, we're so excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Can you introduce yourselves to our guests?
My name is Dr. Chris Wachira. I'm the winemaker at Wachira Wines. It's a Kenyan-American wine company based out of Oakland, Alameda, California.
My name is Chadwick Spell. I'm not from Kenya. I'm originally from South Carolina, but the COO of Wachira Wines, and we also have our distribution company, Wachira and Spells Distribution, importer and exporter.
So, can you guys tell each of us, like each of you, how you got connected with wine? Like, what started it all?
So for me, I have a clinical research background. I'm actually, my 9 to 5 is a clinical researcher. I work at Stanford in California. And I love the science of winemaking. That's what got me into it. So I love the behind the scenes, the variations in the grapes based on the terroir and just based on what side of the hill you're on, the differences in the varietals. Just based on that simple thing. So that's what got me into it. But then I also love wine as a consumer. And I'm living in the Bay Area and going up to Napa, Sonoma, Yountville, so all those wine regions, and just absolutely loving the wine culture as a whole. That's what got me into it.
Okay. And what about you?
Me, a little different. I actually started out liking just really sweet wine when I was in college. And then when I moved to LA, I moved next door to an Austrian importer that was a distributor and importer of Austrian, German, French wines. And as a sideline from medical sales, to just keep good stuff in my house, because they're my next door neighbor, I did some sales on the side for them in LA and in Orange County of high-end French and Austrian and a lot of German beer. And after the downturn, I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of money in this alcohol thing. And I like alcohol.
Right, exactly. And it's legal.
I would like to be my own boss. After everybody got laid off in 2008, I just started working for myself and doing some other stuff on the side. But when I met this woman about 4.5 years ago, and she said, I want to make wine. I'm like, okay.
And how did you guys meet? Did you say that?
Match.com. Match.com.
That's right. I do wine events for Match.com.
Oh, do you?
I do wine events
how
for
we met.
Match.com.
Hey, that's how we met.
The last week
And
on the
now
30
we're-
day
You guys are
special.
married.
Engaged.
Congratulations.
Why did you lead off with that? We have been with you for days and did not know that.
He proposed on Easter Sunday.
Yes. At one of our pickup parties for our club. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's been very exciting.
So I've been doing distribution for 15 years, and until I met this woman, I'm like, I never thought about making wine.
Wow.
So why not work for yourself, make your own wine, and do the thing? And then I like doing the distribution itself. We're focusing on distributing makers of color, women, and locals out of the Bay Area. So right now we're distributing wine, beer, and liquor. In California, I have a client out of Atlanta that does vodka, Island John Vodka. Shout out to you, Kevin. And at
What's
R&B
the name
Cellars,
of the company again?
Island John Vodka. He's a Trinidadian guy out of
Okay,
Atlanta.
all right.
And then also R&B
that.
Cellars, which is local. So we distribute them. So it's like, and then our flagship is Wachira Wines, of course.
Wow.
It's been incredible.
Oh,
It's been an incredible journey.
and we just happen to have a bottle of Wachira.
So this is our Muscat. It's one of our 3 whites that we carry. So we have this Muscat, and we have a Chardonnay and a sparkling white. I love the Moscato particularly because I was not into
I
was not into white wines and specifically sweet wines.
Yeah.
So until I crafted this Muscat, it's just that nice little balance of like just sweetness, crispness, refreshing. When it's a nice hot summer day.
Yeah, and it is our unofficial Wakanda wine.
It's actually, yes.
Yeah, unofficial Wakanda wine. So it's a Muscat, not a Moscato. It's the sexier older cousin of the Muscat. A little more refined, not as sweet, still sweet, but yet a nice finish and a lot more palatable. You can do a little more than 2 glasses of it and sit there with it for the whole day.
We had a preview of it on Friday, Thursday, whatever it is. It was that good. I can't even remember the days. But I was telling them it's a very well-made wine, and we always talk about the Moscato influence and how it's targeted to a certain demographic, but you can tell that you stop the fermentation at a certain point and have the natural residual sugars shine through rather than artificial sugars being added to it. So it is for a serious wine drinker, they could have this, they could have it with spicy food, they could have it to complement a dessert.
Exactly.
They would enjoy it.
Right, absolutely. And so I actually, all our varietals, I wanted to craft wines that I could complement my Kenyan cuisine with. So all the wines can pair with food, but they don't have to. So you can absolutely enjoy a glass of whichever one of our 5 varietals with or without food.
And so do you all grow your own grapes?
So we source the grapes. We have from 3 different wine regions, Napa, Lodi, and Paso Robles, and we have multi-year contracts with growers because we want to maintain that profile, the consistency of the profile that is so Kenyan. So we have that. And so for us, we don't quite have a vineyard yet. We don't quite have a tasting room yet, but we're working to it.
And with your support out there and adding more club members, we're going to get there real soon.
So you guys, you mentioned a club. Are you also in stores? Where can everybody find your wines?
So all our varietals are online. We have an e-commerce store. It's wachirawines.com. We keep it really simple, really easy. It's the name of the wine, wines.com, wachirawines.com. And then in the Bay Area, we're in a couple of restaurants, bars, and lounges. So you can
and some wine shops and so forth. So you can go to our website and it says locations. You can see in the Bay Area where we are. But if you want to bring us out to where you are and you have some restaurants, let us know. And we're actually working on expanding to a good few cities right now, including this wonderful NOLA.
So tell us about the Wakanda connection. We were joking about
That's
that.
all
You were educating us.
So the wine labels, I'm going to pull this back again. So the W, so the Wachira is a tribute to my dad. I lost my dad when I was young. I was about 4 years old when I lost my dad. And I wanted to give this man a legacy because I feel like he did not live to his full potential where he created a legacy. So I want to give him a legacy. So Wachira is a Kenyan name. Kikuyu is a tribe, and it means one who deals with cases, like a judge or an attorney. But that translates to one who deals with cases of wine, which is what I do. Now the W on the bottle is the W for Wachira, but it's also the W for Wakanda.
So that's why you do this? That's for that W of Wakanda? But it's also that W of Wachira.
So people are going to start going into wine stores going, give me that
Wakanda wine.
I want that Wakanda wine. Unofficial Wakanda wine.
Unofficial.
Right. There's no licensing issues here.
So and actually the animal, because all our wines are associated with one of the big 5. So this is the leopard of the big 5. But the leopard is also a Black Panther.
Black Panther. So Black Panther just is basically a black leopard.
Yeah. Black Panthers have spots, we just can't see them.
So it's you have the only Kenyan American winemaker in the country. You have wine, California wine, basically on a Kenyan safari. So what that means is wine made with a Kenyan palate in mind. Because in Kenya they don't really just pair food with wine. You have to have a cab with the steak. You eat and you drink, but you got to have something more food forward. And then you also have all the big 5 of the safari. So all of our 5 varietals have one of the big 5 of safari on the bottle, and they're associated with that varietal. Therefore, you're actually going on a wine safari. So hashtag wine safari, find us.
I love it.
So for those who are uneducated, what are the big 5?
Okay. So the big 5 of the safari, so you have the buffalo, you have the elephant, you have the rhino, the leopard, and the king of the jungle, that's the lion.
And the lion is our sparkling, so it can either start or end any occasion.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. And so where can everybody follow you on social media, and how can they help spread the word about your wine?
Okay, so Wachiro Wines on Instagram, Wachiro Wines on Facebook, Wachiro Wines on Twitter. We keep it really simple. And if you want to buy the wine, wachirowines.com. That's it.
So, Wachira. Wachira. Wa, and then Shira.
There you go.
I love that.
Keep it simple.
Keep it
Yep. And then wines, Wachira Wines. Everywhere you'll find it. And if you just go to the website, wachirowines.com, there are buttons for even our YouTube channel.
Yay.
That is cool.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
And
us.
I want to say,
Appreciate
girls,
it.
keep doing what y'all doing.
I know,
If
it's
you don't know,
incredible.
Okay.
the Swirl Suite.
Swell.
There we
That's
go.
where it's at.
Hello. We are here once again, the Black Wine Experience, and we were here with Paula. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me again.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You know, we met Paul. I don't think Paula remembers this, but we met Paula in Washington D.C. right during the Obama administration. You had first
I
come
just
out
started.
there.
Exactly.
Yes, when
Yes.
the museum was open.
Yes.
Museum,
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
yes, exactly. Yes, right.
Yes, and you were pouring your wines in. I think you had
And we
just
fell in love
started.
with
We
your
felt
wines that day.
Yeah.
the bottles in. Yeah, most definitely.
You guys
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
You're some of my I think you're my first purchases that day. Exactly. Yeah.
Because it's always great to see a sister come out with I was just telling her before, if you hold the bottle now just
Oh,
for a
yes.
second, not only is the branding stylish and classy and catch your eye, simplistic, where if you went into a wine store, you could say, P. Harrell, Paula Harrell wines, and it's noticeable. But not
Boom.
only is it classy, Paula, like you, the wine is inside the bottle, which counts. It's delicious
It
as well.
is. It really is.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
I
Yes.
appreciate it.
So, can you just tell your story that you told us about your family and you started blending and how this all got started?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm a San Francisco native, you'll know, and my mother is from Panama and my father is from Oklahoma. And my background is, my career has been in real estate finance, real estate investing for very, very many years. But when I was doing an exchange program in Spain in college, I had my first introduction to wine. And it was really the wine culture that got me first. When I came back home, being in San Francisco, I immediately started spending all my time in Napa. I was just completely enamored and enthralled with everything about wine. So I started making all these trips up there. And then I started bringing people. I noticed that I was the only person of color when I went to Napa. So I really started bringing friends and family and exploring every winery I could and learning about all the different wines and really expanding my palate. My uncle, to my benefit, was a big wine connoisseur. So when he saw that I had such an interest in wine, he sort of took me under his wing. And so he'd have little tastings at his house every week, and he'd let me invite some of my friends. And he'd pull wine out of his cellar, and we would try and taste and talk and learn and grow. And so at that
This
time,
runs in your family.
so just yeah, but it kind of does. It kind of does. I like to take all the credit, but Greg did. Yeah, it does. So after some time of me spending all my time in the wine country learning about wine, people always calling me and asking me what they should get, what they should pair wine with. I was at a dinner and the menu got passed to me, as it generally does, with my family, Gregory sitting next to me, and everybody he says, which one do you want? And so I started getting tastes like I like to do. I was tasting different wines, and I was passing them on to Greg, and I decided that this Zinfandel and this Petit Syrah that were sitting next to each other would be better together. Now, we all know that it's not, it's a no-no.
It's a
blending.
faux pas.
But I was like, I don't care, I have to know. So I blended them, and I passed it to Greg. He didn't see me blend them, and I passed it to Greg, and he said, oh, this is great, which one is this? And I said, it's these two. And he said, what do you mean it's these two? And then I said, I kind of put them together, and he said, okay, this is a really great blend. I don't know how you knew this was going to be good, but might I suggest you make your own damn wine and stop blending other people's wine?
Okay.
And so when he said that to me, I was like, oh, that's what I'm going to do. Because I've been thinking I'd like to do something in the wine industry, but I didn't know what. And when he said that, this light bulb went off, and I was at that moment I knew I had to make wine. And he looked at me and he goes, I was kidding. You can't just go make your own wine. And I was like, watch me. Yeah. So he's very happy and proud that I went ahead and did it. But, it's so important to me because of also my family history around just being very supportive about doing whatever you want to do, doing what's important to you. And so I've named all my wines after things that are important to me around my family. So the Zinfandel that we were just looking at, that is named 315, and it's named after the street I was raised on. Oh! So I was actually raised on Santa Ana Avenue. But it was taken by an Argentinian company. So what I did was named it the numbers of the house instead.
Nice.
And then on the back of the bottle, I tell this whole story about 315 Santa Ana Avenue.
Nice.
And the beautiful thing about that home was that at that time when I was growing up, my parents were sponsoring a lot of my mother's family here from Panama. So we always had new family coming in and family visiting and friends of family. The house was just sort of this melting pot of family and friends. And so even as I got older, I'd always have my friends around. So people recognize this. When I launched the wine label and I made sure to say this is representative of Santa Ana, I mean, people were coming out of the woodworks going, we remember being there as kids in grammar school and high school, and everybody has a story. People have gotten married at our home. I mean, everything.
Wow. It's a great story back.
Thank you. So that's why this is called 315. Okay. And then I have two other wines. I have my dry Riesling. Okay. It's called Haight Street. Okay. And Haight Street, if you're familiar with San Francisco, is the Haight-Ashbury district, the flower children, that whole era, hippie area. Well, my grandmother and my dad had residential care home facilities for the elderly all throughout the Western Addition in San Francisco. One they had built from the ground up on Haight Street the year I was born, which was 50 years ago. And so I need to be celebrating Haight Street. But he's passed away now, but I still have the property, so I'm paying homage to him and the legacy of their business. I named the dry Riesling Haight Street. So that's why it has that name, because that's also very special. A lot of our family worked for their properties, for the residential care home facilities when they came from Panama, and he employed other family members, and it was just this place where everybody could kind of get educated and support, and so that holds a lot of special meaning to me. And it was his favorite property out of all the ones that they built. So that one's called Haight Street. And then the third one is my rosé, and it's actually my first initial and my middle initial, so it's PJ Rosé. So my sister and sister-in-law, my sister calls me PJ, so and she gave me the idea about having my own rosé, so she's like, but you have to call it PJ Rosé.
So you make your rosé at a Zinfandel?
I don't actually.
Really?
It's made out of a South Italy style grape called, phonetically it's Aglianico, but it's pronounced Ianico. And so it's primarily Ianico, and then I blended in a little Syrah.
So what made you go that direction for a rosé?
I always like to do something different. That's my problem. I'm always like, well, what else can I do that's a little bit different? So I was sampling juice, because I custom crush. So I buy my juice from different wineries or custom crush facilities. I was sampling different wines, and I wanted to find something that was a little interesting, a little different. And so this, actually, the Ionico grape is a very tannic grape. And it brings this complexity and this structure to the rosé. That's really nice. So it's still very light and crisp and lovely, but it's got this a little bit of extra firmness. So people sometimes say, you made a rosé for red wine drinkers, and it's probably true.
Nice.
So it's really nice, and it's just a really pretty grape. And I like the Ionico grape by itself. It's a really beautiful wine. So when I was sampling different ones, I was like, I really like this. And then I started to try it with a little Petit Syrah, a little Zin, a little Syrah, and I settled on blending it with the Syrah, because I thought it was a really nice combination. Yeah, so that's my 2018 rosé. And then the Riesling is an Alsatian style Riesling.
Oh, nice.
So it's dry. It's got a lot of tropical fruit on it. Really pretty, passion fruit, honeydew, a little minerality and grapefruit on the palate, but very easy drinking. You can pair it with Thai and Vietnamese. Spicy. Like my friends always say, and they post on my Facebook page, that they just finished drinking a whole bottle by itself. Is that bad? And I'm like, it's never bad. It's never bad. It's always a good thing. And then finally, the Zinfandel is primarily Zin. It's 92% Zinfandel, and then I blended in a little Petit Syrah. So you get a lot of vanilla and some blueberry. You get some cloves, cinnamon, a little white pepper on the finish. Yeah, it's really well balanced. It's a 2017, and it's doing really lovely already. You can pair it with burgers and barbecue and ribs, but I mean, it's just really lovely on its own too.
Yeah, it is. It is a nice sipping wine.
Yes.
If people wanted to, what's your distribution like? Is it strictly West Coast? Is it East Coast?
So right now I'm doing direct to consumer, but I'm looking at some distributors. I can ship in most states because of the company that I use to ship. So I would encourage people to just go to my website, which is www.phurlwines.com, and we'll let you know if it's a state that we have any issues with shipping to.
Okay.
But generally we can just ship out to you very easily.
Oh, nice.
And if you're in
Excuse
Oakland,
me,
Bay
I'm sorry.
Area, we have a few pickup locations. So you can just go in and say, I'm purchasing and I'd like to pick up, and then we'll email you with the pickup options. And we're working on some tasting rooms and some stores, and we're expanding into some other cities too.
Great.
Some other restaurants and stores in different cities. So if you sign up on our website, you just go to the website and it'll ask you to sign up on our mailing list, and then we'll let you know where we're going to be and when we're going to be there.
And what's the website?
What is the website and your social media? Tell people where they can follow you.
So it's P Harrell Wines, PHARRELL Wines.com, and all of my handles are P Harrell Wines. So you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and you can even hit me up on Twitter.
Very simple, but classy.
Yes.
And tasty.
Thank you for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Always love seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So nice to see you in person once again.
Exactly. And don't let it be so long the next time. So we got
Right.
Cheers, guys.
we admire very well sipping with us in the Swirl Suite this afternoon. So to all our listeners, get ready for the ride. You know how we do. So welcome.
Thank you.
What can we say? We're excited for you. And tell us about your champagne, the journey, whatever you would like our listeners to know.
Well, the name of my champagne is called Sherlan Champagne. And this is actually the rosé that you're holding. And it's actually a rosé d'Isagny. And the d'Isagny is actually the bleeding of the grapes. That's the method of the d'Isagny method. And I believe it's the only rosé d'Isagny that's in the United States. And what we do is when the skin comes off the grapes, we actually take the skin from the grapes, put it back into the champagne, and that's what gives it this
color.
this really pretty color.
Look at that.
Well, this is truly nature's color. Most rosés, they add red wine in at every batch to give it coloring and sugar. We add no red wine to this batch, so that's why when you hold this up, I mean, it is just beautiful. And so we got 200 acres over in Champaign, and I don't necessarily own the land because they won't let an American own land, but I just own the grapes that come off the land. So I own all the grapes, and therefore we're able to give you the highest quality of champagnes that's coming, one of the highest qualities of champagnes that's coming into the United States. All our champagnes are rated 90 plus or above.
Nice.
And our high-end champagnes, our black label champagnes, which are really true grower champagnes, they only have, there's zero sugar added. And when you look at, I think it's the Pinot, we have the only 100% Pinot that's in the United States. And that's called our Le Champion label.
Okay.
So very excited about introducing our product to the United States. And the reason why I'm so excited about it is because most champagnes I found that are coming into the United States are loaded with sugar, very high in sulfites. So consequently, every time you drink it, you get a headache.
Right.
And I was one of those consumers that didn't know that. But once I got into this champagne space and realized how low the quality of champagne that was coming into the United States, I said I want to bring a high quality champagne into the United States at a very affordable price.
Can we back
And that's
up
what
to
we've been able to
champagne
do.
space? How did you even get to that space? How did you get there?
I just sold my popcorn company called Popcorn Indiana. So when you walk through the airport, you see that red bag of kettle corn. That was the company that I co-founded. We had just sold that, and I was looking for my next venture to go into. And the Sherlan family actually, when I went over to France, they were looking to get in the champagne space. So consequently, you know, we met, we talked, and I looked at the business model of what was going on in Champagne. And I said, there's a new wine that comes out every month. There's a new vodka that comes out every month. There's a new tequila that comes out every month. And then I asked myself, very similar to to popcorn, how many people can really name 5 champagnes?
Right.
Exactly. 5 good champagne.
5 good champagnes.
Yeah.
And most people will name 3 or 4 champagnes that really come from the same house.
Right.
And so I saw a unique opportunity in this space, not only to bring high quality at affordable pricing, but also to brand the champagne and introduce a new champagne and a new quality product that the space did not have in terms of zero sugar and low sugar.
What's your distribution like? So if someone are you on a specific coast, or are you United States wide from coast to coast? What's the distribution like?
So right now in brick and mortar, I'm in 15 states.
Okay.
In 3 countries, and internationally distribution. We can distribute internationally. You can go to wine.com.
Okay.
And you can go to Sherlan.com and hit our where to buy page.
Okay. Excellent.
And if you order online, we can ship to you overnight.
So it's direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That is
Excellent.
I love hearing you talk about it because there are a lot of celebrities that lend their
I was
name
about to
to
say the
it.
same
Right.
thing.
But I mean, the detail that you know, that you can tell that this is more than just a pet project. That
Oh,
you
I
something
own it.
really love.
Oh, you
Yes.
I own it.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
not endorsing. I own it 100% of the
So
company.
you're vested.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yes.
Put my money up. Put my money up. So, but no, you do have to learn what it is that you're selling, and also the business that you're in.
Exactly.
And there's a niche here. There's a need here for this product, and what we're trying to do is fill the niche and supply the need.
Yeah. Can you tell everybody where they can follow you and their champagne, and what we can do to support you?
Exactly.
Well, the champagne is Sherlan.com, and Sherlan1788 is our website.
Okay.
You can go there, Instagram or Twitter. Myself, just simply Isaiah Thomas.
Who's that guy?
I'm the old. I'm the old Isaiah. Spelled with 1 A,
Hey, okay.
not 2.
Got you.
When you're an original, you only need
Yeah,
one.
exactly. You are the original. Everything else is the remake. Now, but I think our hearts are full. We're here at the Black Wine Experience talking to a man of color who owns a champagne house.
Yeah.
And we couldn't ask for anything more. And we are so elated that you chose to spend some time with us and sip here in the Swirl Suite. So we're going to do a toast real quick because I see his people are looking at us over there, folks.
Okay,
I
this
think
is
it's
your
time
glass.
for us to go.
Thank you.
Glennis, can you hand me? It's 2 glasses,
Glasses
right behind
behind
you.
Sure.
And I have a glass.
You have a glass?
I
All
have
right.
the Blanc de Blanc.
So,
Oh, so
you gonna pour us some?
you got the
The Blanc.
yeah.
I got the Blanc in that one. I got the Blanc in that one. So here, let's here.
So
No, don't pour that out.
So while we're talking, let me tell you about the Blanc de Blanc, because as you know, the Pinot Blanc grape is very difficult to grow.
Yes.
And only 5% of Champagne has the Pinot Blanc grape. And fortunately enough for us, the land that we own has a lot of that Pinot Blanc grape. We only use 3 grapes to make our champagne. We do not use the Pinot Meunier grape.
Oh,
We
really?
do not use that grape.
Okay.
So
No. Cheers.
Cheers.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas Sherlan and the Swirl Suite, the Black Wine Experience.
The Black Wine
You
Experience.
should be here. You missed it.
Well, guys, that concludes all of our interviews from the Black Wine Experience. A big thank you to Tahira and the Hue Society and the entire team for involving us and inviting us down to New Orleans. And we had a great time. We hope you enjoyed these episodes as much as we did. And please follow all of our guests. They're doing some great things in wine and they need our support. Be sure to tweet, like, post on Instagram about our episodes and some of our guests. And we love comments. Please let us know what you think. If you have an idea, if you have an idea of a guest that would be great on the show, just let us know. And also, please leave a comment on Apple Podcasts. Cheers.